Hey guys, welcome to Acne Chef, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make some ground beef pasta. This isn't like your typical pasta because this one contains a lot of high protein, but as well there's a lot of non-starchy vegetables in this meal. If you aren't familiar with my YouTube channel, non-starchy vegetables and high quality protein are essential in ensuring you're getting the maximum amount of nutrition into your meals and ensuring your body is getting the adequate nourishment it needs to be optimal at its best level. So for this recipe, you're going to need 1 pound of ground beef, half a pound of ground pork, some salt and pepper, some high quality organic cumin, paprika, and garlic powder, some quality olive oil. Now for the vegetables, you'll need 1 clove of garlic, a stalk of celery, some baby spinach. You don't have to follow my recipe to the dot. When it comes to incorporating vegetables, choose ones that you like to eat and that you are naturally inclined to. Just remember to eat foods that are acne friendly, non-starchy vegetables. Those are going to be your best friends when it comes to helping clear up your skin, and ensuring you're eating an adequate amount of non-starchy vegetables in your diet will help you with the overall appearance and look of your skin. What you'll also need is some high quality gluten-free organic tomato sauce. Here I'm using Simply Naturals organic tomato basil sauce, but any kind of marinara or tomato sauce of your liking will be great. And what you'll lastly need is some gluten-free organic brown rice noodles or any kind of brown rice noodle. So to start this recipe, I'm going to take 1.5 pounds of ground beef and ground pork mixed into a bowl. I am using 1 pound of ground beef and half a pound of ground pork. If you are reluctant or hesitant in adding pork, you can use 1.5 pounds of pure ground beef, or you can mix ground beef with ground turkey as well as an alternative. Now I'm going to season the meat with some salt and pepper. About 1 to 2 tablespoons of cumin, some garlic powder, and then I added some paprika. Once you've seasoned your meat, it's time to mix with your hands. And you should have something like this. It's time to... Now what you're going to want to do is add a large cast iron skillet and use 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil to cook your ground beef. Your ground beef should be ready in about 10 to 15 minutes and be fully browned. But in the meantime, we're going to prep our vegetables while the meat is cooking so we can make best use of our time and ensuring we're going back and forth and adding to the dish. So let's start with cooking our meat. Heat on that large cast iron. So once your pan starts to heat up, you're going to simply add the ground beef mixture into the pan. So now that your meat is cooked or thoroughly cooking, now we're going to prep the vegetables. I'm going to start by mincing 2 cloves of garlic. Then simply add this to the meat mixture. Looking pretty good so far, smelling delicious. Garlic will cook pretty quickly, so once it's cooked, just lower the temp onto a low setting and then keep it there while we prep the other vegetables. So what I'm simply going to do here is I'm going to cut the zucchini in half lengthwise and then put it into nice little small crescent moon shapes. So for this recipe, I'm going to be using 1 whole zucchini. You can use a little bit more or a little bit less. It's completely dependent onto you. However, I would recommend 1 zucchini for this recipe. Now I'm simply going to add the mixture to the meat. Now I'm going to increase the temperature and mix the zucchini in with the meat and make sure it starts to cook a little bit. Last but not least, we're going to prep our celery into 1-inch pieces and add that into the mixture as well. After you cut off the tips and the butt ends of the celery, we're just going to slice them nicely into nice little thin pieces that we're going to add to the mixture. So what I would recommend is use 4 celery ribs or 2 large celery stalks for this recipe. So now you're going to add the celery ribs into the mixture, and then increase this heat on low and start mixing. So now I'm going to add some Simply Organic tomato basil tomato sauce into the pasta mixture. I'm also going to season my pasta with a little bit of salt and pepper. I noticed that my pasta was a little dry, so I'm going to actually add a little bit of organic diced tomatoes into the mixture. Alright, so now I'm going to add some spinach to the mixture. I'm going to increase the temperature from low to medium-high heat. Once I start to see it bubbling again, I'm going to lower it down to low heat. I'm going to put a lid on, and I'm going to let this simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes, just so the pasta sauce and the vegetables can get all the flavors out, and it's going to infuse it nicely. We're going to have a nice, beautiful, delicious tasting large pot of gluten-free pasta meat mixture that we can use with our diet, that we can eat every single day, or that we can share with our friends and family. Once you've left your meat mixture on the stovetop to lower and simmer, you're just going to simply take a bag of organic brown rice pasta and cook it according to the instructions. And that's the video, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed this recipe. This is one of my favorite recipes to go to for a nice, healthy, delicious, and nurturing snack or dinner or lunch, whatever you want to make out of it, because you're getting a lot of high-quality, non-starchy vegetables into your diet, good quality protein and meats, healthy fats, and a bountiful amount of carbohydrates. If you want to see more recipes and videos like this, feel free to like and subscribe down below and check out my other YouTube videos on my YouTube channel. You can see hundreds, if not thousands, of acne clear recipes that help you reduce inflammation in your diet and helping you get more nutrient-dense foods into your diet so you can feel and look your best and get good quality nutrition into your everyday lifestyle. With that being said, thanks for watching the video, guys, and I hope to see you next week in my new video.